Hi, Jennifer here with Press Pass LA. We are at the Broad Stage in Santa Monica tonight for the annual Boomtown event presented by Share. This event raises funds for children's charity, and tonight's event is honoring 100 years of Frank Sinatra with a special performance by his very own son, Frank Sinatra Jr. We're here with Frank Sinatra Jr. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. You're performing tonight for Share. Tell us how you came to be involved in this event tonight.
They called me and asked me.
And the event is honoring 100 years of your father, obviously, in his music.
Well, now that I didn't know. I didn't know that there was such an honorarium, but that's very flattering.
Do you have a favorite song that you're going to be performing here tonight?
No, we're not going to be on all that long. There's so much entertainment tonight. They got a lot of people. We're just on a few minutes.
Well, people will be excited to see you, I know, and they have a couple comics as well. We love your music as well. And you know, what inspires you today when you sit down to maybe come up with new songs?
That's very difficult to do, and there really are no new songs. I wish there were, but the composers and lyricists that once created things like that, they're either dead or they're retired, or a lot of them are just not interested anymore.
When people meet you, do they have a favorite Frank Sinatra song that they always request?
No, we get requests for a lot of them.
We're with Bruce Boxleitner at the Share Ladies event. We're celebrating 100 years of Frank Sinatra. Do you have a favorite Frank Sinatra song?
Oh, I Did It My Way. It's the national anthem, isn't it?
It is. I love that song. Yeah. Tell me about your recent project, Cedar Cove.
We're in the process of shooting our third season right now for the Hallmark Channel. And I happen to be down here in between episodes. I have to go back up and finish.
Vancouver, correct?
Vancouver, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. And you're a long-term supporter of Share. You've been honored here on stage before. Tell us what your favorite thing about this charity is.
Oh, well, it's a great party. It's a Western themed, which I always found kind of fun. But back in the day, many years ago, 30 maybe and counting, I was at one of the original Share shows in which we actually witnessed Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., and Dean Martin entertain, and had beers with Robert Mitchum and all these. That's when there were some really greats came to this thing, and it was at the Santa Monica Civic.
All right, we are here with Yakov Noi, and you are the comedian tonight performing for Share. Tell us how you got involved with this event.
Oh, how I did a show about 2 years ago in Beverly Hilton. It was absolutely wonderful. Gary, the producer, called me about a month and a half ago and said, would you like to do it again? They enjoyed it so much. And I said, why not? I love it.
So tell us if you have a favorite Frank Sinatra song.
Well, Fly Me to the Moon. That is one of them. I actually do a number sometimes with it. About airplane.
Oh, well, I'm afraid of flying, so I bet that would be funny.
Very funny, very funny. But I won't do it tonight.
We're here with Sandy and Lisa Hackett, and you are performing tonight. Tell us how you first got involved with Share and for the show this year.
I don't know how I was involved with Share, except that I'm a performer, and my dad and Frank Sinatra were very close friends. My father was Buddy Hackett, and that's why Frank stayed thin all his life, because when he'd invite my father to hang out and he would eat all the food.
Sure you're not doing the comedy right now?
I am doing the comedy, and my wife, Lisa, her father, Ron Miller, wrote For Once in My Life, which Frank Sinatra recorded. So this is kind of a little family reunion for us to come back and pay homage to probably the greatest singer ever, Mr. Francis Albert Sinatra.
We're here with Mike and Renee. You are the vodka sponsor tonight. Mike, tell us how you first became involved with the Share charity.
Well, a friend of ours, Sandra Curry, introduced us to Share, and they were looking for some sponsorship, so we decided this would be a great thing to partner up with, and we're having a great time already tonight.
It's a great event. It's 100 years of Frank Sinatra. Do you have a favorite Frank Sinatra song?
I know Renee does. Tell her about your grandma.
Oh, sorry. And Renee, you were in Jersey Boys on Broadway and Jersey Boys the film, so you probably know all the songs from this era, but do you have a favorite Blue Eyes song?
Absolutely. My favorite Frank Sinatra song is Under My Skin. That's my and my grandmother's song, and it just makes me so happy anytime I hear it. I recorded it for her 90th birthday, so that's my fave.
All right, we're here with Christina Harding. You're at the Share event, and this is a musical number tonight. You're a professional actress and tap dancer. Tell us a little bit about your film Mustache, which is on the festival circuit right now.
Thank you for asking, Jen. Yes, it's a sort of a send-up to film noir, to the film noir style in sort of the golden age of Hollywood.
And this show tonight is definitely a throwback to that. We have Frank Sinatra Jr. performing Frank Sr.'s music, so it should be interesting. Do you have a favorite Sinatra song?
First of all, yes, I'm incredibly excited about that, and I think that Frank Sinatra's version of Night and Day is one of my very favorite songs.
All right. I'm here with Anthony Young, producer. You have a couple great projects coming out. You have a Radio City Music Hall documentary, a BioWars environmental either TV show or documentary, and a fashion show. So tell me a little bit about some of your projects.
Okay, well, the project that we have currently is the Radio Music City Hall documentary, and then LA Fashion Wars, which is actually a fashion competition reality show. And the other one is called H2O BioWars, which is basically environmental, and we're actually using veterans for the production crew.
Well, thanks for joining me here tonight. That was a fabulous red carpet. We're about to head inside to check out the silent auction, the treasure chest raffle, and of course the featured show here tonight. To get involved or to donate, check out shareforchildren.org.